The offense for the Snowhawks getting ready. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a second down throw for Vic. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play. It's a play fake. Now Vic. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Vic on second down. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate Dalvin alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, Vic. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the three.
And they'll be, happy taking the three. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down after a good gain. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Caught left side, it's Baker. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. action now. Vic. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action. Looks like a run. And then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Vic on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
2nd down, Vic. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds. On 2nd down, Wilson is going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
On second down, here's Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. On third down, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bruce Smith in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 30 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, Vick again. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Vick operating on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And that one results in 35 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. From the shotgun, it's Vick finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. throwing again. Vic on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
19.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The return man is Hill. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
By 90. By 20. By 24.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Vic now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. 1st down, Vic. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
And now here come the Raiders. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack or do you adapt?
He's got him in. Complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with it, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.